Hello student, today I am going to explain you transaction in DBMS. First, we will discuss what is transaction. A transaction is a set of logically related operations. It contains a group of tasks. Basically, transaction is a collection of operations that forms a single logical unit of work. Next, I'll explain you what is the concept of transaction. A transaction is a unit of program execution that assesses and probably updates various data items. Usually, a transaction is initiated by a user program written in high-level language. That high-level language is your data manipulation language or a programming language. A transaction is delimited by the statement of begin transaction and end transaction. Here I'm going to explain you an transaction with an example. We have given an example. Suppose an employee of a bank transfer 800 rupees from X account to Y account. This is a very small transaction contains several low level of tasks. Here what we want to transfer an amount of 800 rupees to X accounts to Y account. First we have an X account and second one we have Y account. Initially we will read the value of X account, then we will put our balance into a old balance. Now new balance will be your old balance minus 800 rupees because 800 rupees is debited by X account and it will be credited into Y's account. Now the X balance will be your new balance. Now we will close that account of X. Now we will open the account of Y. That this is a read operation. Now we will perform a write operation, that is new balance equals to old balance plus credited amount of 800 rupees. Next Y balance will be of your new balance and we will close the account of Y balance. Here we have used two operations inside this, that is read operation and write operation. These two operations will be used in our transaction. First, read operation. What read operation is? Read operation is uh, reading the data from the database and then store it into the buffer of main memory. What it is, fetching data from secondary memory and putting it into a main memory is called read operation. For example, read A instruction will read the value of A from the database and will store in it the buffer of main memory. Second one is your write operation. Write operation writes the updated value back to the database from the buffer. It writes the value that will be in primary memory and it put into the secondary storage again. For example, write A will write the updated value of A from the buffer to the database. Next one is your transaction states. This is also called as a life cycle of our transaction. Our transaction always go through this life cycles in many ways. Here we have six states of transaction. First one is your active state, second one is your partially committed state, third one is your committed state, fourth one is your phase state, fifth state is your aborted state, and sixth one is your terminated state. When we are performing execution on a transaction, it will be in active state. After performing the read write operation, we will go through the partially committed state. Here our transaction is already completed, but it is not permanently stored in our database or secondary storage. Here we will check the consistency of our database. If our transaction or our database is consistent after the performing of transaction, we will go through the committed state. This state will permanently store our new transaction to the secondary storage. And now after completing that and saving our transaction, we will go through the terminated state. If suppose some failure or error occurred during the transaction, we will go to the failure state from active state and partially state. Here if our transaction fails, what we will do, we will roll back our transaction to previous consistent or previous committed state so that our transaction will be in our consistent state. This will be called as our aborted state. After aborting that particular transaction, we will again go through terminated state. Fine. Here we have active state. As I discussed, this is the first stage in the life cycle of the transaction. A transaction is called in an active state as long as its instructions are getting executed. All the changes made by the transaction now are stored in the buffer in a main memory. In active state, all the read and write operations will be performed. Second one is your partially committed state. After the last instruction of transaction has been executed, it enters into a partially committed state. After entering in this state, the transaction is considered to be a partially committed transaction. It is not considered fully committed because all the changes made by the transaction are still stored in only main memory, not in our permanent secondary storage or our database. Fine. In partially committed state, we always check about the consistency or our database. If it is not consistent, we will go to the fail state, and after fail state, we will go through a rollback state, an abort state, and now an terminated state. And if a transaction is in consistent state, we will go to committed state. After all the changes made by the transaction have been successfully stored into the database, it enters into a committed state. Now the transaction is considered to be fully committed. Note, after a transaction has entered the committed state, it is not possible to roll back the transaction again. In other words, it is not possible to undo the changes that have been made by the transaction in our partially committed state and our active state. This is because the system is updated to new state or new consistent state. Next one is your fail state. When a transaction is getting executed in active or partially committed state, some failure occurs due to which it becomes impossible to continue that execution of transaction. It will enters into the fail state. After fail state, next we will go into aborted state. After the transaction has failed and entered into a fail state, all the changes made by the transaction will be undone or undo. To undo the changes made by the transaction, it becomes necessary to roll back the transaction. Now what is rollback? Rollback is rolling back to previous committed state or previous consistent state is known as rollback. After the transaction has rolled back completely, it enters into an abort state. Next one is our terminated state. This is the last state in life cycle of the transaction. After entering into committed state or aborted state, the transaction finally enters into terminated state where its life cycle finally comes to end. Fine. Thank you.